I date me, motherfucker.
I'm Amy with a Y.
And I'm Amy with an I.
And we're just two salty bitches here to complain about Bachelors. I literally forget. I forget about the intro every single time until I'm actually starting to record
well, I
the
can
intro.
read the intro that I have on my phone. It just isn't as effective since I don't have a dude bro voice.
Oh, you got to get one of those.
I do. I need
Don't
to.
you have a dude bro voice like living in your house?
Yes, but it's
Just
being used at work right now. So,
Yeah.
well, I found some other guys. Maybe one of them can record it for me.
Yeah, they look like I've seen the pictures.
I'm
They
really
look
excited.
Fantastic. I
One
can't
of
wait
them is
to
a
find out.
disc jockey.
So podcaster now is what you're saying. I mean, if you were a DJ in the 80s, you're a podcaster now, if you're still alive.
He was born in 48. I mean, he's probably still alive.
Maybe.
I mean, that's in his 60s. Possibly. I don't know. I can't math
That's
right
like
now.
72-ish.
Yes, you are correct.
Something like that.
You're
Yeah.
right. So, yeah, 72. I mean, that's a solid age. But the first one, I'm really excited about this because he owns his own company.
Oh my gosh. So you've got money?
Yeah. And he looks... Okay, this is terrible, but he looks like a slime ball.
Which one? Because they both look like
Wayne.
slime balls to me.
Yes, they
Yes.
do. But the first one looks
Wayne for
especially
sure looks like a slime ball. Yeah, he
So
looks
Wayne
like,
looks like in the 80s movie, he's the love interest, current fiance who's cheating on her blatantly, and everybody knows about it, but she doesn't.
Oh, 100%. Or he's the greasy, creepy uncle who's always hitting on high school girls.
who hugs a little too long.
Yeah, it's that guy who's just hanging out
or he
outside of high
like hits on
schools.
his niece's friends, like,
Yep.
how you doing?
Yep, that's him.
Yeah, he is slimy.
Either one.
Like, he's got the big collars, he's got the leather
Ugh.
jacket, he's...
Even the look on his face is just like, ugh,
Yeah, he looks slimy.
he's scary.
So if you were watching a show, Three's Company, he's kind of like their friend, the slimy friend that was always like
Yes.
flirting with women.
He's totally dressed for it.
Yes. He's just missing gold chains, but yes.
I was going to say, he just doesn't have the big medallion around his neck.
But that's
If he had
because this
that-
was the 80s and not the 70s. I think that was like outdated.
Yeah, but it was just barely the 80s. People were still hanging on to the 70s by then, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, this
He's clearly
guy,
still
he's from
hanging
San
on to the
Antonio.
shirt, so, yeah.
Well, he needs to undo one more button to really entice me.
True. Good point.
He's got 3 buttons undone, but I need a solid 4 plus.
Oh, speaking of which, we are, in case we didn't inform you, reading from the little bachelor book of what's it called again?
The greatest little bachelor book in Texas.
From circa 1980, I believe.
I believe.
So, like, if you're listening for the first time,
1980, yes.
this
By
is a book we've been using
Sus Ellen Publishing.
every other episode. We're just talking shit about these guys from 1980 who had the audacity to put themselves in this little black dating book. So, anyway.
Yeah, basically. So this guy's name's Wayne. He's from San Antonio. He's been married once. So Wayne is the president and owner of Natwell Supply Company, an industry welding supply firm, plus several other welding-related businesses. So he's
Listen, welding's a well-paid job.
he's got his future. I don't know. I was going to say well secured, but I don't know how. That was a bad joke.
I mean, yeah, it's not. It wasn't great, but
It's
welding,
it's well held in place.
something like
it's
that. Yeah, it's
secured.
welding.
Damn.
You can weld your lives together. There's a marriage pun somewhere in there. I don't
Something
know.
like that.
I'm just saying. I've known welders, like professional welders. They make
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of
they make
money.
a shit ton of money,
So yeah.
and he owns the business. So yeah.
So actually, he's probably not even a welder though. He's just a slimy executive. So now I'm back to like, no thanks.
Yeah, but it depends on how much money he makes, and then I'm back in.
It's true.
There's this whole like slime factor, money making. It's like a chart, And the lines do meet up.
Yeah,
So-
I knew this guy once who was a welder by trade and the hottest guy ever, and I got to make out with him on New Year's Eve 1999. We weren't dating or
Nice.
anything. We just decided to make out because, like,
I've been there.
we were standing next to each other, so super
Yeah.
hot dude. Probably still a welder. I have no idea.
Probably still hot.
Probably. Well, maybe.
I don't know. It's been 20-something years.
I mean, he's definitely in his late 40s by now, so who knows?
Yeah, that's sad.
Anyway,
All right, he likes
more
the
about
challenge
Wayne.
of his job, though he does sneak away occasionally to snow ski, scuba dive, and cruise the Caribbean. Oh yeah, he makes money. Cruise the Caribbean or spend weekends on his houseboat with interesting people. Oh yeah.
Way to brag, Wayne.
He plans to stay
Houseboat.
single until he meets the right woman. He probably has gonorrhea. Okay, I'm just saying. This is the 80s.
I love stay single until he meets the right woman. No, I want to stay single until I
No,
meet the
he's
wrong
gonna
one.
fuck
Like
around.
who says that? I'll only get married when I find the wrong person. Of
I
course
really
you're
am
waiting
hoping
for
to
the
get
right
trapped with
person.
a baby.
Fuck yeah.
No, she would have to be honest. Here's your honest.
Oh, of
and
course.
assertive. He really doesn't want an assertive woman. Let's be real.
No, he just wants her to talk in bed a lot.
Yes.
So
She would have to be honest and assertive. He is totally unimpressed with any woman who plays life and love games. What is a life game?
I mean, there's a
Like
board game
skydiving?
called that. Like it's boring. It's a boring
Swimming
board
with
game, but we
sharks
used to
without a
have it.
cage? Like, what is a life game? Like, I'm gonna die, maybe.
I mean, I don't know, but the longer we do these,
I mean,
the
I
more
get love games. I get it.
the more annoyed I get at the assumption by all men everywhere that all women everywhere are crazy and lie and play games. Like that's like that.
Oh,
Apparently,
yeah.
that's just
Oh,
our
yeah.
thing. We just all lie and play games, whatever that even fucking means. But whatever. Fuck you. Fuck you,
thing-
men.
The next line. He has no pets, which is fine. I mean, that's not for everybody.
Dogs
I
are
have no
gross.
pets right now. Also, they are.
Cats are annoying.
And what's nothing in his home that he has to walk, water, or feed. So I also understand that, but it's kind of selfish. But if he wants to just be able to pack up and leave, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to leave if you have anything.
Makes sense. Hopefully
why
he
I don't
has no
have
kids.
animals right now.
I mean,
Right? The worst thing about a family. Ooh, the worst thing about a family is the way this sentence starts. The worst thing about a family is that they interfere, and the best thing about them is that they care.
okay.
Wow. So
I mean,
get out
I'm
of my
assuming he
business,
means-
but care about me.
I assume he means though, like extended family, like mom and dad type people.
Right.
I don't. At least he has a family that cares about him. That says something, right? They haven't all abandoned
Yeah.
him because of his horrible, toxic personality. That could be good. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's just, you shouldn't start a sentence with saying the worst thing about a family in a dating ad. I'm just. Okay, he wouldn't choose to live at any other time period. Duh.
Well, why would you?
Why would anyone go back in time? Especially
Early
if you're a white
80s is
man.
fucking awesome.
I know, especially if you're a white wealthy man. Are you kidding me? He has a houseboat.
Yeah, but
Like,
if you're
he
a
is
white
living
man,
large.
if you're a white wealthy man, you can go back to any time in history.
Well, that's
and
true.
Do pretty well.
You will have
You'll
a place at the
you'll
table.
Be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so the thing is, this guy probably had cocaine on him in the picture. 'Cause
Definitely.
this was the early 80s.
You can tell by
He
the
looks like
squinting
that.
look on his face. So
So he enjoys being alive right now and can't imagine a better place or time in which to be in. Cool. He hasn't seen technology yet.
nope.
The most exciting thing he's ever done on a date was spend the week in Cozumel learning about a beautiful lady. Gross.
Okay. I assume learning means
Lots
having
of
sex
sex.
with all weekend.
His idea of the perfect evening. Oh, good. I'm excited. I love their ideas of a perfect date. His idea of the perfect evening would include drinks, fine food, beautiful music, and a lovely lady. At least he says lady
That's true.
instead of
Not-
woman
not
or chick,
bitch. Or
broad.
I can't think
Oh,
of any
his
other.
fantasy woman. Yeah, here we go. He's ordering from a catalog now. Mm-hmm. His fantasy woman would be 5'4" or 5'5", so she has an inch range, so she can,
So she's got
you can
all
really
that, yeah,
all those
that wiggle
places
room.
to, yeah. 5'4", 5'5", have black hair, brown eyes, weigh 110. How much? Okay, this lady. Men
Listen.
don't understand women's
Now,
weight.
what was the height he was looking at?
5'5" or 5'4" and 110.
Okay.
So no
that's-
figure, essentially.
No.
Like, it's fine, but it's not. She doesn't have any curves, really.
No. And she's probably really fucking hungry.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's why he wants good food, because she's not going to eat it.
that's true.
Oh, she has to be beautiful.
Of course.
And have 38, 24, 36 figure. She's not going to have a 38
No.
and be 110 pounds.
And be within
or a
your-
36, because hips and boobs, they actually add weight.
That's the problem with having these very specific parameters.
I weighed my
that you
boobs
want.
once.
Like,
They're freaking heavy. They're like
I have
20 pounds a
not,
pop.
but only because I don't have
did.
any. So I
I went through this whole thing where I was weighing my arms, I was weighing my boobs, I was weighing my head, you know.
Oh, sorry. I'm
yeah.
I'm in the middle of texting my husband who welds,
So
but not
professional.
professionally. So carry on.
Okay,
Fun fact:
so yeah,
his middle name is also Wayne, but don't tell anybody.
that's funny. So yeah, he's not going to find someone who weighs. So is he going to check her weight every day, or is she just going to lie and say 110?
I mean,
Because I mean, my driver's license says a weight that I do not.
right. I assume he's going to have a scale. I would put it probably in the bathroom somewhere where she's going to be
Probably, that he
walking
needs
by
to
it
check
every
it.
day, and what you want to do is have a clipboard next to you.
Because it's not even like a healthy weight; it's a specific 110.
Right.
It
so
says
you need
weight
to-
110.
What you need to do is weigh her every day, and then when she's over, you got to really get into the berating,
Right.
you fat fuck.
Be
and
like,
just,
listen, fatty,
and just pull the food
want
right
to
out
go
of
in
her
that
hand.
houseboat, Tubbs?
Yeah, just yank that chicken drumstick right out of her hand, or slap it onto the floor.
Everyone
and
knows turkey drumsticks are better.
chicks love that.
So, yeah, I started lying up about my age, especially if there's drugs involved, or safety measures at like a theme park. If someone's like, how much do you weigh? I'm like, 450 pounds. Please give me the dose for 450 pounds. Always. I used to lie down. Like
great
my driver's
idea.
license is down or whatever, but now I'm like, why would I do that? If they're doing like some kind of straps and safety measure, like if I'm going to go zip lining, you
Yeah.
better guarantee I'm going to weigh at least 300.
Yeah.
100
point.
100%. They are going to be secured and solid.
Or
for
if you're going to give me
385 pounds.
if you're going to give me a drug of any kind,
I weigh
want the
450.
dose for like the 600-pound person.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
yeah.
My liver can handle it. Trust me.
Trust. That bitch always is complaining.
Yep.
No, but I started lying up. Like, I figured it was a good plan. I did that to a doctor once, and he was like, no. I'm like, 285. And he was like, no. He was like, well, you know your bed weighs you. I'm like, it's lying.
It's malfunctioning. It's
That
a
is
robot.
lying.
And
I'm like, you need to up that dosage. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, she has to weigh 110 pounds.
yeah, it should be easy. It's a nice round number.
Wow, that is such a... So, the average weight for an adult human woman is how much? Like 140?
No fucking clue. I want to say it's
I don't
around
even know.
140-ish, 150-ish.
That's what I'm thinking. Like a
So-
healthy weight.
I am 5'7", and I weigh 130 pounds, and I am malnourished because of
Right, you're
chronic
tiny.
disease.
Right.
So, yeah, 110
I'm
is
under 5 foot.
unfucking
I weigh
reasonable.
under... I weigh... I don't even know how much I weigh. Like 160 or something, but I'm curvy.
Oh, yeah.
So-
And I have zero curves.
I
and
actually
fluctuate.
have boobs that are close to 38, so that's why I'm saying there's no way in hell that
Like, if
some
I
chick
get-
weighing
yeah.
110 is going to have 38 top.
If I get down to 110, it means I'm probably about to die, and they should admit me to the hospital.
If I get down to
So-
110, I'm the size I was in 4th grade
Ew, maybe that's
when I
what
was
he's
only a
looking
B
for.
cup. I was a,
Ew. Gross.
so yeah, no. Yeah, no.
I hate
So
you, Wayne.
friends would say all these guys, they're always describing what their friends would say about them.
Their friends wouldn't say any of that shit.
Friends would say he's a good listener who sincerely cares for his friends. No, they don't, bro. They just
No.
like you for your boat.
They like that you have all the drugs.
Yeah. He thinks ladies should definitely believe his friend's assessment of him. Trust.
That's just weird.
He's gross. He likes to hang out at Barclays. No idea what that is. He has an affinity for dancing, bold women, red, Barbados, love, and music.
Wait, what?
And he'll drink to your health with the Scotch Mist. What's a Scotch
Just
Mist?
the
I'm going to look
color
that up and make
red?
it.
Is that what he's...
Bold women and red, yeah. So I'm guessing he likes women in red dresses as long as they're only 110 pounds.
Now, does he figure in
I bet the
amount of
woman that he
weight?
was with for a week in Cozumel did not weigh 110 pounds. There's no way. He was just guessing.
Here's the thing, though. If she's wearing the red dress, does he figure that into her weight? Or does that get to be additional? Like, if the dress weighs a pound...
I don't even know. Does she have jewelry? Is she allowed to wear jewelry?
Exactly. Does he let her get away with 112 if she's got really heavy earrings on? Like,
Goodness.
how's that going to work? I don't know.
So the heaviest earrings I ever wore were made of sugar. Doesn't really... Man,
It's weird.
That doesn't really
Did you
factor
eat
in
them?
anything.
I would have.
No. I did. I licked it, but it was coated.
Nah.
So his personal philosophy is that if we think we can, we can. He declined to say what he thinks about the ERA,
Of course he did.
but this Highland Park High School SMU alumnus would get mad if only a lady could beat him at everything.
What?
Okay.
That's not even
I
fucking
don't
mean.
know. He's gross. He's real gross.
Would get if only a lady. For newcomers, the ERA is the Equal Rights Amendment, which did not pass in the 70s because America's the literal worst. So
It really is. It's gross.
go look into that ERA. Yeah, we can't even pass it now because we can't do anything good. So I'm not in a good place about America right now. Just saying.
It's not the best. So that's Wayne.
His
I'm going to pass,
personal
but
phone
I will
number is
pass
in
him to
here?
you.
Can I call that phone number and just see if he still lives
Probably.
there?
It's a
'Cause that would be
512. So
fascinating.
here's the thing. It's a 512 number in San Antonio. I would put a 210 in front of it instead because San Antonio, their area code changed from Austin's to 210 back
but-
in like 1986.
Doesn't
I know that
he
because
does.
I lived
Okay,
there.
he was just born in Dallas, but he lives in San Antonio.
Right.
I see.
But he has
Okay.
he has a 512 phone number. That's Austin area code. So that changed in like 1985, 1986 because I remember I had to learn a new phone number.
I did too back
So-
when I was a kid. They expanded
Yeah.
the Twin Cities.
Yeah, that's what
area.
happened.
Used to just be 612, and then at some
See?
point, like
Same.
in my junior year,
We were San
Yeah.
Antonio and Austin were in the same area code. It is
Yep.
like 2.5 hours, 3 hours apart.
Yeah, it
So
went from
they
like
expanded
northern
it.
Minnesota was 218, and then cities were 612, and anything below that was like 507. But then
Yeah,
they had
yeah,
to
you get
add
it.
651, and then they had to add 507 again, and then they had to add it. Like it's all
Well, yeah, now it's a bunch.
it's all
now
chaos.
it's all over the place.
You can't even figure out anything anymore.
and now
It's-
Dallas itself has like 6 area codes or something.
yeah, just too many
So,
phones.
but yeah, 512 is not going to work. So you can call him, but I would put 210 in front of it instead.
All right.
So this
Or I could
guy
just write
is
him a letter.
BJ. Right?
Okay, wait.
This
So
guy's
we're done
BJ.
with
His
Wayne.
name's-
Going to BJ.
Yeah, I'm so done with Wayne. Unless he's going to take me on his houseboat, but he's real gross.
I date me, motherfucker.
Okay, so BJ, his shirt is unbuttoned appropriately. He only has 2 buttons buttoned. And he has a gold chain.
Okay.
So, okay,
am I the-
BJ.
Go ahead. Am I the only one that does not find chest hair attractive?
It's not, I mean, I like to touch it.
I mean, you look at
I've-
these guys from like the 70s.
I've dated guys that
and
didn't have it. I've dated guys that did have it. I
yeah.
like to touch it.
I'm not going to
um,
rule them
but-
out. I just like the showing it off through the shirt thing. I don't get
no.
it.
No,
don't wanna
it's
see
like, look
that.
how manly I am. Look, testosterone.
Yeah,
Ooh,
ew.
okay.
No, thanks. No, I'm good.
You want me to show off my chest? I don't know. So, BJ is growing his hair long in the back because he's balding?
Oh, for sure. He's got that receding hairline coming in strong.
Like, I get it. Like, you got to fight it. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't. When was Wayne born? I don't even know.
He was born
I
in
don't know.
48 too, wasn't he? So I think these two are both the same.
No, he was
age.
39. He He was born in 1939. Wayne was older.
Oh. Yep, you're right.
BJ's 48.
Okay.
Okay, so BJ is a disc jockey.
Or a
So I like him.
DJ,
I'm
as the
in.
kids say.
He's a DJ. His radio station is listed here.
So you could probably go back and find some recordings of BJ.
Probably.
If you were
He's never
lucky.
been married. He was born in 48. This is 1980. I get it. Some people don't get married. But you also kind of wonder why at this point. Because
he
once you reach a
tried-
certain age, you kind of wonder why can he not commit? If he also said, I've never had a long-term relationship, I would be real scared.
Right.
Because if he's never been married but he lived with someone for 15 years, I'd be like, okay, I get it. I'm with it. Because he just isn't a commitment person.
Has he
But
tried buttoning
he's-
up the shirt? That's...
You shut your dirty whore mouth.
feel like
that
if
shirt
you-
stays unbuttoned.
I feel like if he buttoned it up so we couldn't see as much chest hair, he may have been
I'm
in a
wondering
relationship
why
by
he
now.
unbuttoned the shirt with slacks.
And it's tucked in. Like, it's kind of a weird look all
He's
around.
literally wearing dress slacks with an unbuttoned shirt. And this isn't like a paisley shirt or anything kind of funky. It's just a dress shirt. It's like just a plain dress shirt. And then he has a white linen jacket over it. Like it's weird.
It's almost like a Miami Vice jacket, but it doesn't have the sleeves rolled
He's
up.
trying.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this look, but...
He's really trying. So it says, to his 3-year-old niece, he's just plain old Uncle Bill. But to the rest of the world, he's the golden voice, oh good God, on KMGC.
Now, I'm not familiar with Texas. Is that a popular
idea.
radio station? I don't know.
I listen to radio stations that are on the very, very low dials because they're all the rap stations with the protest music.
Yeah, I don't listen to the radio at all anymore.
So, there are so many protest songs in like the rap community, and that's what I'm listening to because it kind of like fuels my rage.
We don't have
And I
access
actually-
to that here, so...
I love it. Or I listen to the stations where half the ads are in Spanish. But then my phone thinks I speak Spanish, and all my ads between games are all in Spanish. It's a whole thing.
Presumptuous. I listen to Minnesota Public Radio because I'm very intellectual, so...
Yeah. My phone thinks that I don't know. I speak Spanish. Okay, so although he loves his work at the station, he believes he's doing something beneficial for the community. He would trade places with a politician because they are able to attain huge financial benefits and personal power while working as little as possible.
I mean, fair.
That's some shade.
Fair,
Shade.
I guess. Is his brother like a congressman?
Second line, shade. Go, BJ. Mm-hmm. So he said neither Republicans nor Democrats interest him, however. Oh, gross. He's libertarian?
I guess. I
He's
would
probably...
DJs, yeah, I would
Republican.
assume he's totally libertarian. White guy DJ. He was
Yeah.
the Joe Rogan of his time, I feel like.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So staying single interests him about as much as getting married. What?
So he doesn't know what
He's
he
into...
wants?
This guy doesn't know what he wants.
Why
He's
is-
old. He's way too old to still not know what he wants.
Why is he advertising in this book if he's not sure that he even wants to?
Well, the next line will tell you.
Okay.
He's waiting for someone to change his mind about marriage before following his older brother's example and heading to the altar.
I bet his older brother's hot. And probably a congressman.
Probably.
I bet he's in love with his older brother's wife. I guarantee you he's in love with his brother's wife.
He wants someone exactly like
Yep.
Shelley.
Yep. And he's not.
Yeah.
He can't find anyone because she's just
No.
that perfect blend of pretty and outspoken. And where's he
Yeah.
going to find another Shelley? He doesn't know.
What's that terrible movie? The love story where it's like, to me, you are perfect.
Oh, everybody knows what it is, and they can't. Love Actually.
Love Actually.
Yes.
Okay, so it's
But
not
that's
terrible.
the best friends.
But a lot of the storylines are kind of awful if you actually think about it.
Well, it was great in its time. It does not hold up well.
It doesn't age well
No.
because one guy is sexually
Stalker,
assaulting
basically?
his intern. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
The best one is the
weird
people
stuff.
doing the porno.
Yeah.
The best
At least they're all
storyline.
consensual.
Okay.
Anyway.
And Bill Nighy, because Bill Nighy is just the
No,
best.
everybody loves him.
Exactly. So The lady who might change... Oh, good. He's going to tell his opinion about women.
Yay!
I'm so excited. Okay. The lady who might change his mind or change this bachelor single status would be the one who is able to show her independence without losing her femininity. Okay, what does that mean?
That means he wants her to talk in the bedroom a lot, but wear makeup at all times.
I mean...
He does not want to see the real morning face. He wants the...
I literally wear makeup all the time, though.
He wants her to be loud in bed, but not in real
So
life.
is that
like
me?
when he goes out with his friends, he wants her to shut up and laugh at all their jokes and show them like he wants a trophy, basically. But one who's not quiet in the
Okay.
bedroom.
So he wants... Like, femininity means, like, he wants someone who's independent and strong. Like, she's going to fix his car, but also do the dishes?
I guess. I feel like
Because I'm assuming femininity means cook me dinner woman.
Femininity to me in these contexts always means pretty
makeup
and quiet.
And pretty.
Pretty and quiet. Know your
Okay.
place.
So she also has to be independently wealthy because she's able to show her independence and be pretty.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe.
I don't understand what any of these guys mean when they say
I'm very
independent.
confused by what this guy wants.
I feel like they're all.
But his
total
first
liars.
line where he says staying single interests him as much as getting married, he doesn't know what he wants either.
Yeah, no, don't call this guy up. He's
So
in his
this guy-
70s now, and he probably still doesn't know.
This next line, she should not forget that pride oft precedeth a fall.
What?
Okay, shut the fuck up, bro.
Wait, what?
If she is prideful,
I.
she's gonna fall.
So he wants someone super pretty that doesn't know she's pretty. That rare unicorn, the beautiful woman who has
She's
no
lying.
idea.
Every pretty woman knows she's
They know
hot.
they're pretty. Look, we work to be hot. That's the whole thing. Like,
Right, and we know. So in high school, this guy was like, "Do you know you're pretty?" I'm like, "Yeah, I own a mirror." And he walked away like crestfallen. And I was like, what am I supposed to say to that? Like, oh, I'm 16 years old and I never realized that I might possibly,
no, but
perchance, be attractive.
Ugly. Thank you for telling me.
Oh my God, sir. Please, thank you so much. No, I am aware.
Oh my God.
Poor dude.
Yeah.
This poor kid.
That's hilarious.
It's okay.
Yeah. He's probably still traumatized. Good job, Amy.
I hope so. That's my goal.
Yep. I love that
so-
he had to do the oft. Pride
Yes,
oft
he's such a
precedeth
prick.
the fall.
I proceed at the
Okay.
ball. Women who attempt to take control of a situation and who become too demanding before an individual relationship is established are equally unimpressive. Oh, this is the guy that shows just a crotch picture on Tinder.
Yep. Yeah, he doesn't.
I'm a take charge kind of guy.
Demanding,
No, bro.
ugh.
You're a controlling asshole.
Yeah.
No. The best thing about, I guess they ask what the best thing about family is. The best thing about a family, he says, is being able to grow old and have someone near. Though he thinks that's a mushy thought, he's willing to go with it, which is close to what his motto is, simply go for it. He follows that credo in pool, tennis, poker, Monopoly, and life.
Monopoly. Very specific. Oddly specific.
That's a really boring game. Does anyone actually like Monopoly that isn't an attorney today?
I hate it, but if I'm
I
forced to
hated
play
it.
it, like with children or something, the only way that
My kids got the
Monopoly-
Switch Monopoly. It's terrible.
We have Catopoly. It's a little more interesting. But the way to play any sort of Monopoly and at least kind of enjoy yourself is to cheat and to like find as many ways as you can.
I always
to
become the
cheat.
bank.
Like I just
Like, I'll
make it
be
a
the
game.
bank.
Yeah.
I just like steal money.
I think it's-
Every time someone passes go, I give them $200 and myself.
Oh yeah, and I swipe. I turn it into a game for myself. In you know, how many different ways can I cheat at this game without that person
Yeah.
figuring it out? And then when I tell people that, they get mad, and it's like, but I told you ahead of time I was going to do it. It's not my fault.
Oh
if you
yeah,
weren't paying
so
attention.
we used to play that when I was growing up. We were like, we would cheat soundly, but all of us were cheating, and it was just whoever could catch the person cheating. It was fun.
It's fucking Monopoly. It's
Except for
literally
my
a game
brother.
about capitalism. I mean,
It was not fun playing with my brother because he would spend 35 minutes making a deal about a freaking hotel. Nobody cares. Just give him the fucking deal and move on with your turn.
had he read
I
The Art
hated
of the
it.
Deal and was a Donald Trump fan.
I'll go back to my caveat of anyone who's enjoying it. Okay, somewhere beyond the mic, there is a sylph. I don't understand what that is. That like
Like a milk?
SYLPH? It sounds like some kind of alien.
Sylph? I don't know what a sylph is, but I'll look it up. You keep reading.
I know. Is that like the male of a nymph?
It sounds like a
'Cause it's saying-
Jedi thing to me.
There's a sylph with piercing blue eyes, softly shining hair that's thinning and receding, a beautiful complexion, and body that is near the top in the ratings. Gross.
Okay, so a sylph is... Oh,
Thank
Jesus.
you.
Here we go.
Okay, here it is.
It's got a couple of different definitions. The first one being an imaginary spirit of the air, but the second one being a slender woman or girl. So I'm guessing it must be kind of like svelte, only, yeah. So, except
Okay.
instead of it being an adjective, it's
Well,
a
they
noun.
described him as like beautiful complexion and body, and then body that's near top in ratings. So they're basically saying that he's like a 10.
Sure.
Okay. When he finds her, he'd invite her to share his perfect evening. This might include a decanter of wine, spellbinding conversation, and a Bogart movie.
Gross. Just gross. I don't trust him. He seems rapey.
Okay, here it comes. If you'd like to meet the man who once tramped through the snow at the Detroit Zoo while trying to keep warm by sharing his date's body heat, try
Ew.
getting acquainted. It's so gross.
Ew.
She was like, "Get off of me. I'm just trying to see the monkeys. Get off of me."
Okay, wait a minute. I'm sorry that I read ahead, but is he enticing people with TGI Fridays? Is that
Oh, yeah, you can meet him at TGI Fridays. I wasn't going to read that part,
is
but
that
yeah.
what well, it says try getting acquainted at Andrews, Madison's, Alon.
And TGI Fridays.
I assume these other three are maybe swanky restaurants. I don't know, but then just TGI Fridays at the end, because what kind of classy broad doesn't love TGI Fridays?
Yeah.
It's very
none of
oddly
them were
specific again.
terrible. But I'm pretty sure this guy would hit on the waitress in front of you on your
Oh,
date.
Both of these two would. Like that's
Well, the other guy would at least have the decency of waiting until you get up to go to the bathroom before slipping her his phone
would he
number.
though? I don't know.
Or when he gets up to do coke in the bathroom at the restaurant,
He's going to offer her some coke too.
he's going to slip her his phone number on a piece of paper.
Well, he's going to try
This
to get
guy
her
will
to-
do it right in front of you, or he'll ask her for a threesome in front of you.
Yes.
That's what that guy will do. And
Yep.
you're like,
Because he
Ask
doesn't
me
care either.
first.
He doesn't care if he has a girlfriend. He's totally indifferent. So, like, if
Freaking
he finds
consent,
something better
bro.
waiting the table, he's just going to go for that. You know?
we've talked about this. Like, surprise threesomes are not fun. Surprise orgies are not okay.
Especially
You
during
know, there's some
COVID.
things that just like, surprise birthday party. If they're in my house, probably not. But if it's a surprise at a restaurant, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Surprise threesome, pass.
Yeah, no, you can't. You got to plan for that kind of thing. There's just
Right.
it's too many logistics.
Shower, I'm going to shave. Maybe,
It's a whole
probably
thing.
not.
Yeah. Why bother?
But yeah, exactly. What, like she's going to call me back? No, I don't care. So yeah, that was Wayne
those two
and
were fun.
Bill BJ.
Wayne and you forgot to mention the title of his, or maybe you did, and I wasn't paying attention. It could go either way.
Magic.
The title of his little thing was "He's Magic," and I'm very disappointed that he's not a magician. Because why?
I was really upset by that.
Why would they title it "He's Magic" and not have anything about magicians in it? Like
Yeah.
I don't. I'm very. I'm disappointed by this. I don't know.
So I have the outro, but I guess I'm not a
Ooh.
man, so
You could try reading it like a man. I can't even remember what the outro is. You wrote the outro, didn't you? Or did I write it and you? I don't.
I don't even remember.
My brain's so broken. Like,
Yeah, because we were going to do the outro and the intro. But the outro is, I'm single now, but not because I can't find anyone to date. I'm just too picky, and women are intimidated by my intellect. Looking to find a woman that can at least pretend to understand what I'm saying. I'm a nice guy, looking for the right woman to stand behind me. Plus, my mom thinks I'm a catch.
that's so great. You know what we should do is just have our male listeners all read that verbatim and just, see which one
Or
can do the
this one.
best.
I can't remember if this one's the first at the beginning or the end. I think that's the end. That I'm
that was
single
supposed
now.
to be the end.
And then the front is, don't listen to these bitches, typical uppity feminists that hate men. They'll never understand a nice guy like me. Sure, I'd pity fuck them, but I'm not spending any money on a date.
Especially at TGI Fridays, am I right?
Right?
I feel like that could go at the beginning or the end. That's
It doesn't matter.
either
Those
one.
are the ones.
Who fucking cares?
Now we have an outro done. Boom.
yeah.
Said.
We just didn't record it with a man or anything, but next time we'll get around
They're
to it.
good
We're
for
not
one
even 10
thing, one
episodes
thing
in.
only.
We're still hitting our stride. It's fine. So thank you,
It's
everyone.
not recording.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for listening. It's Tuesday today, so it's Taco Tuesday. So I'm going to go make some tacos, and hopefully you enjoyed
made
this
nachos.
episode. We have a Patreon now, so go find us on Patreon
Thank you.
at patreon.com/datemepod, which is also all of our social medias at datemepod. And I put all that shit in the show notes, so if you know how to read show notes,
Check out our sister shows.
just do that. Yeah, our sister show is Secular Soup, and that's a lot of S's. We recently did, well, I shouldn't say recently, because who knows when this episode is going to come out, but we did a live
did a
drunk
live
cast.
drunk cast.
It was super fun. If you go, and super fun, SOUPER, super fun. If you go to the Secular Soup YouTube page, you'll find it. It was a good time.
Well, yeah, I got a dick pic in the middle of recording.
So many dick pics.
So it just
that was at least an hour of it was dick pic content, and that was my favorite part. So just
right,
just
like
four of us
literally out of
talking about
nowhere,
dick
dick
pics.
pic
Yeah.
came in my inbox. I'm like, oh yes.
And then just all the
So excited.
conversation surrounding dick pics. It was
Well, I had to send it to
fantastic.
everyone on the dick
Yeah.
on the. Well, not everybody.
Yeah.
I sent it to you.
Yeah, it was fun. You'll
was fun.
remember when you go back and watch it. So yeah, go to Patreon, give us a review, because frankly nobody's listening to this show yet, and if you give us a review, maybe somebody else will. You know, like
It's a good show,
tell your
too.
friends
It's
it
sad.
exists. We're funny. So yeah, go rate us, go follow us on Facebook, give us a review on Facebook, give us a review on Google. I don't know. iTunes, I suppose, wherever you can do that shit. So
But I get it.
Yeah.
Nine episodes in, a Secular Soup no one was listening to. So
that's
I get
very
it.
true. I mean,
Fine.
I feel like at least one or two people were listening. I don't know who they are, but
Yeah, us.
who knows? That's true. Yeah, just the two of us. All right. We will see everybody next time. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.